What's up with it, man? It's your favorite coach, Coach E, man. And I got a special guest on the phone, man. You know I had to bring him in so he could tell you what it's like, man, when you get in that league. So, hey, man, I got my guy Josh Hayes on the league. On the phone, and he gonna tell you what's up. So, Josh, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, coach.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So, man, I want to talk about the league. Of course, it's Sunday sessions, and it started off, and really, it's three leagues and one. It's a developmental league. Far as uh, teams coming in, new teams, rec league teams, AAU teams. People just putting together teams, wanting the kids to get more run. It offers that options. Kids who don't have a team, I put together teams. And man, we come together. We just play games to give them the reps. It's also for AAU teams. A lot of times that are traveling during the year, but they want to keep consistency. And so, it might not be that many tournaments a week. So you can have your game every weekend for that consistency. It's for the rec league teams, startup teams. Man, just getting those reps. And also, it's real live smoke in it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have three levels. You're going to have the highest level of teams. You have mid level. You're going to have low levels.
Mm-hmm.
What I like to do, I do the schedule bi-weekly. So after I see how everybody looks, I try to, base the games off of the best matchups. However, you still gonna have to play everybody, in your respective divisions. But what it allows is you to get that smoke on all levels,
Mm-hmm.
and get those live games.
So let me ask you this, man. When you Have you ever had a coach who asked you, man, that they didn't want to play certain people? And I hate to throw that to you, man. You just give me a yes or no.
Man, I'm glad you asked it, man. Hell yeah. And I get sick of it. Because that ain't what the league about, man.
Yeah.
One thing I'm gonna say this, coach, and I'm gonna go off the radar. Hey man, anybody know me as an AAU coach and a high school coach? I don't run from no smoke. If you check Whitehall's schedule this year, we played Central, we played Parkview, we played who else out there that was just one of the top schools? We was in the King Cotton. We played Maumelle there. We went to Central. We playing some of the top schools in Little Rock. Around. I don't run from no smoke. And I don't condone anybody who does it, because why you doing this if you don't want to play the top team?
Yeah.
It's the only way to see where you are and to see where your players are individually. If you got a player that can play, and put them against the top team just to see how he is. So, man, coaches do it all the time. I hate it. I never call them out because it is a business for me. But at the end of the day, I ain't going to call no coach's name. But, yeah, man, they do it all the time, coach. I'm sick of it. I hate it. And it's weak to me.
Yeah, I didn't want to put you on the spot, but I've been hearing that a lot lately, and I don't expect you to call no name. But yeah, I was just asking, man, because yeah, that's tough. But back to your league, man. One thing I do respect about your league, man, hey, it ain't no BS. You get in there, you do your thing, and I feel like you do a good job of matching up. Man, I know my kids benefited from it. I done said this plenty of times, so not to sound repetitive, but I most definitely appreciate what you're doing, man. You're doing a lot for the community. You're giving these kids opportunities too to get better, man. Because a lot of times, a lot of times in our era now, these kids lean too much on personal trainers, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not getting into that. All I'm saying is, kids do need to get back to the original format and formula that we had, and that was just basically us going outside and playing basketball, going to the gym. We develop IQ through on-the-job training, and
that's a fact.
Yeah, I love what you got going, man. So, is there anything else you want to talk about? Say about the league or anything that you got coming up going or whatever?
Man, it is. I'm glad you said it, coach, because what's crazy is this league developed from my personal training. I've been doing skills and drills for 10 years now. And so I was doing the skills and drills, then I started doing the camps. And the crazy thing about it is that no matter what, the kids that I was skilling and drilling, they got better, but how could you really tell?
Yeah.
Because they still needed teams to play on. And so what I realized is that by having this league, not only can I get them reps with their trainer, so the trainer that they've been training under, you can play for him, which I think that gives you uh, definitely a great opportunity to get better with somebody you trust. But then number two, what the league did was it allowed kids who played for my teams that could play to get picked up by real teams. And so it's turned into that. I know this is your first time being a coach, but if you, as you see and you watch, you still around, a lot of these kids for these teams, respectively, in the community, started off with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking my noise, but it ain't because of that, because that's why I do it. It's for the
Yeah.
kids. Now, it's a business. Don't get me wrong. So I feel like, I need to be compensated for my time. But my skills and drills are the cheapest around, number one. Number two, man, it's been beneficial to so many kids. I want to read something off to you, Coach, since you got me on here, because this
Oh,
what
do
a
your
lot of
thing.
people don't. Yes, sir. This what a lot of people don't understand. I got something I put together. This is what people don't know. My Sunday sessions alumni, number
Mm.
one, who I trained this kid and he played in the league, Moses Moody.
Mm.
People don't know I trained Moses for a couple of years. People
Mm.
don't know that. Devo Davis played in my league. I still got a couple posts of it. You go to Bryson Warren. People don't know I was Bryson Warren's first trainer. He
Mm.
done been speaking at my camps. He done talked about it. His dad will tell you. You know what I'm saying? So from there, I want to just talk a little bit more because it's so many. But I want to start off with those, Coach. So then from there, we talked about them few. Um, I done lost my what's it? I'm out here. Hey, I'm on duty and I'm doing this
Yeah.
interview. Okay, then you got Jake Sanders. He played for me at East End. He's at Redlands. Jake Profit. You got Dietrich Reeves. Y'all remember that name?
Mm. No, no, no.
Marion. He went to Marion a few years ago. One of the better players around. Yeah, Dietrich Reeves.
Okay.
Cora Williams, who at Eastfield setting records. You got Spencer. What's my boy Spencer from North Louisville? Like, why I can't remember Spencer's last name? Cam Hunter
Cam Hunter.
from
Okay.
UCA.
Uh huh.
Come on, play. I used to train them too. And played in my league. Madison Peaster. Corey Livingston,
Mm.
Al Flanagan. Al Flanagan played in my league. Arion Simmons, Brandon McCreary, Big Cook from Connors, Leighton Shepard, Kellel Ware, and his brother both played in my league.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, my son, Jay Hayes, one of the pioneers who've been playing it for years, Luke Moore, Amarian Robinson,
Okay.
Cam Wallace from UCA. He transferred UCA, went to down at Holmes with my old roommate.
Mm-hmm.
Kellen Robinson from Episcopal.
Yeah, Kellen.
Nico
Yeah.
Davier from University of Arkansas football player. Nico Davier, TJ Lindsay out there at Bryant, who I also trained. Lil Deep, Daniel Culberson at Central. Man, there's just a few to name, but I want to talk my talk because see, I don't do it about this. And you probably ain't never heard that before, and neither has anybody on
Mm-mm. Nah.
off
Nah.
of that. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta point out that one of the reasons I'm doing it is helping kids, and I done had from big name kids to the kids you ain't never heard of
Yeah. Yeah.
because I
Real.
do it for both.
That's
You know what
real.
I'm saying?
That's real. Hey man, shout out to Coach Josh for being a plug, man. Hey man, nah, that's real. Hey bro, listen to me. Man, I commend you for what you're doing, and I'm not mad at you for talking your stuff, bro. Let me tell you something. Every man deserves to be able to come back and let people know, hey man, even though this is what I'm doing it for, these is the fruits of my labor too, though, at the same time. You know, it's cool to pop and talk, you know, every now and then. Now, if you just walking around and you just hanging your hat on this all the time, then that, you know, that's a bit excessive. But now, man, you got a right to brag because that's what brings, you know what I'm saying? That's the proof in the pudding for you, man. Like, hey, now to you think that this is about money for me, but or you think that just a business, but now this is really helping people, and here's the proof. So now, man, hey, I get it, bro. Keep doing your thing. Hey, hopefully my boy's name will be on that list one day. You see what I'm saying?
That's the plan, coach.
Yeah,
That's the plan. You know, just shouting your boys out. You know,
already.
from the first time around and coming and rocking with my teams. And I say this, hey, the kids make it hard on me. Because man, when the kid come ask me to play, man, I almost never say no, even if I got too many players. Sometimes I just had too many kids and
Yeah.
if people paying their money, I want to do it the right way. But your boys rock with me. First, they was manable, good kids, but two, man, the jokers played so hard. But see, I was telling you that's the benefit of it because think about this as a father. Man, my kids can play for me and do well, but when they go play for somebody else and I can see them perform, it ain't nothing like that. And that's what this is preparing them for. They're not going to always play for their dad. They're going to play for another coach. So when they do that, they're in a position and they got an opportunity to fulfill that by playing under a different voice. And I know
Yeah.
as a father, I love this. So, it provides all type of opportunities. But the main thing I left out is the environment, a
Facts.
safe environment. Man, we off of 12th Street, man. We in the hood, in the middle of the hood. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And man, I'm talking about man killings all around that area. And bro, I ain't never felt unsafe there. first they respect the church's walls.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, them boys in there watching basketball all day when they could be at home on the game.
On the game,
Man,
yeah.
cutting up. Man, I've been hearing your podcast. What else could they be doing? Like you say, some of the coaches, man,
They could be out there being the killers.
You
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah.
Because you'll stay all day. A lot of people stay all day and watch games, and their kids can learn, and it's just a safer environment in the heart of Little Rock. And
Yeah.
I'm just thankful for the support we get, man, and opportunities like that for kids to get a chance just to see something better.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, cause you done messed up my Sundays a few times, man. At first we were playing on 5 o'clock games, and then you moved us up to 2 and 3. And then you start letting Caden play, and other team letting Caden play, and next thing you know, I'm there from 2 o'clock to 5 or 6 or 7 o'clock, and I love it because that's why when you said environment, that was key, because like my kids start enjoying playing basketball. Like, man, it's crazy. Like at first they were real big Fortnite players, but they love basketball too. But being that, and I'm not exaggerating, just saying this to butter you up. Like me, I've always given people their credit. Like, man, I can say this here first. It was not until, and I take my kids to the gym and everything. I got keys to gyms. We do a lot. But it was not until your league that my kids honestly wasn't trying to race home to play a video game, and they just want to stick around and see who team they can play on. And ever since this experience, bro, they have got better. Now they run on it don't matter where we get. They on halftime, in between quarters, they shooting on the goal. Like, that atmosphere has completely changed them, man, that environment. So, nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, everything you saying, I can personally vouch for. Like, it ain't just I'm just talking because you the guest on here, and I'm like, oh, okay. No, I personally witnessed it. Yeah, so now, you ain't lying, bro. Like, them kids literally think every coach gonna let them play on their team, man. And it's like, man, I was like, hey, man, I'm ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? But I love it, and I appreciate it, man. So, yeah. Nah, bro, that's real. You ain't saying nothing wrong that I can't verify. Like, I'm there seeing it and witnessed it. So, yeah, that's real, bro. Is there
And I just want to tap into something else you said, not to cut you off.
Nah, go ahead.
That's like an underwritten rule that I don't put out there, but, man, your kid come in there and have one game scheduled and leaving them, been and play 3 or 4. You know
Facts. Yeah.
Where else can they do that in? It's the closest thing to organized pickup. And what I mean is we got refs and we got all that. But a kid might, with my teams, man, people say, man, ain't no telling who gonna show up. Man, that's because I have teams of kids, but they all play AAU. So I just try to get enough to play. So I might have to pick up a kid from another team, anything like that. But what happens is a kid like yours or any other kid sticking around, man, they might get picked up. And think about it. It turned in from a game into basically like, you know what I'm saying, open gym. Of course, it ain't that because you playing for teams, but you're able to get picked up like you on the side at the open gym and can run. And man, that right there, I don't think nobody else can offer that consistently like I do. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I got a lot of my game from Butter. I didn't act like, man, I invented it. Nah, man, I just saw what he did. We did some stuff together. We used to do game days together. I saw some stuff he did with his leagues. I wanted my own. And what I try to do is take what I like from everybody else and put my own spin on it.
Put your spin on it, yeah.
So shout out, man, to Butter, man. He gave me a lot of game with this. He showed me the ropes. And, so I just wanted to take it, I didn't even say to another level. I just want to put my spin on it. But thank God for the people like you and the other coaches that support me.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't be anything without my supporters because, people still got to register to play in it. They got to pay the registration fee. They got to pay what it costs to get in the door. But it's going to be good games every Sunday, so it's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't eat that. That's a fact because I didn't took my butt whoopers in there too, man. But I will say this too, though. I think we only had one game where I felt like, yeah, this ain't it. But you didn't put us in so many quality games that you can't, every Sunday ain't going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going to lie, one team, I had to tell my boy, like, listen, we are not finna run the score on these folks. You know what I'm saying? And but I had never seen, I don't know if they were just a one-day thing. And I was just like, man, but for the most part, man, 99% of the time, and a matter of fact, I think they only was there one time. So I'm going to say 100% of the time for the most part. Now, it be some competition in there. And two, it's most definitely the perfect opportunity for you to work on different things and work on different sets. But, man, them boys been there playing like they playing for a trophy. So, like every Sunday, like just like in a regular tournament. So now that's most definitely the place for you to come and find the smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing. If you really want to see where your team at and what I call it the stress test, man, this most definitely is the league for it, especially if you're in Central Arkansas. There's no excuse for your team not to be getting them extra runs. If I don't see you in this league, I can't respect you complaining on Saturdays and Sundays and tournaments talking about we wasn't ready. Because, man, this league is providing that opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Coach. Thanks, Coach. Man, I'm just glad you can say that because if I say it, of course, I'm the guy, but Coach, there's so many teams that don't hop in it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because how you say you want to smoke or you look for the smoke, or you want to get better because this is what got to stop. And you brought it up. Man, people too afraid to lose. And man, you can't be afraid to lose if you're competitive in any sport because that's a part of the game. But, you know, people think that losing, you're going to lose your team and all that. Man, if you got your parents that's locked in, you're doing it the right way. You got to worry about nothing like that. But, man, you can't be afraid to lose because, like you say, Coach, I remember we talked earlier. You like, man, I played a tough one, but you wasn't dodging no smoke.
Nah.
And I was telling you, man, y'all played some of the tougher teams, but when it came back around, I mean, that's how it is. You're going to play some tough teams. You're going to have your days, but you also going to have your days where, hey, you get the last laugh. And that's the beauty of the league. And also, you see teams consistently get better.
Get better.
At the beginning of the league, they might look a certain way. By the end, they done went far.
Fact. So, let me ask you this. Is there for clarification, so can't nobody say that these type of rules might have kept them, prevented them from doing it? Are you allowed to press all game?
Yes, you are. Yes, first and second grade division, sometimes, and we talk to the coaches, but third through sixth, man, we pressing the whole game. It's AAU rule.
Gotcha. Is there any like special rules, anything that you have that these coaches might need to know about? You know.
So, you know, coaches are complaining about kids playing on other teams. So the only time we really let that happen is if the other team doesn't have enough. Because I got a lot of complaints last time. However, we talk to the other coach. If the other coach ain't tripping, then we go ahead and do it, and we don't use the rule. But we like to talk to the coaches. I'm going to put in a new rule, man, because this last league I have so many issues with coaches. I seen the schedule out on Wednesday. Then they don't want to tell me the Saturday and Sunday that they can't play knowing all week. So new rule is if you don't respond to my text by Thursday, I'm gonna take you off the schedule for that weekend.
Okay.
Because man, that's the only thing, but man, we the worst with communicating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking about coaches. We the worst with communicating. But other than that, man, we keeping up with team fouls, 6 fouls to foul out. So it's fair. We don't want no kid to foul out, but some coaches in the past use strategies where they just don't keep fouling.
Don't keep fouling, yeah. Take advantage of it.
You know what I'm saying? So we took that away. Other than that, you know, I might have to start taking birth certificates because a few coaches been complaining about older kids, which, you know, that's going to happen. But, right. I'm going to say this. That's AAU these days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Typically, when you play your age group in AAU, it's like playing up because everybody's a doggone hold back these days, coach.
Yeah. That's real.
I ain't tripping about it, but it's just a part of it.
Yeah. Man, I ain't gonna lie, for me, I mean, I done seen teams with older kids on it, but the reason why I don't complain is because I'm here for my kids to get the experience. So I ain't gonna lie to you. Me personally, I really don't be tripping because at the end of the day, I'm playing the long game. I ain't gonna lie, to me, my personal opinion, my kids are ahead of schedule. But what I will say is my goal is still 6th grade and 7th grade to where we got nothing but dogs on the farm. So I really don't care about nobody beating us. I don't want to lose, but I don't care enough about that to where I complain about it. Like if you do got a tall 5th grade or 6th grade on a 4th grade team or 5th grade, it is what it is because my kids gonna benefit from it. So it is what it, because I have the kids, in my opinion, that can learn from it. Now, if I got a team that's, they can't learn from it and we just hear, then I might, I might say something for the Equal Opportunity Act. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I want my kids to face, bigger, tougher because, hey, when we start playing kids who who on our level, we be smoking. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I hate name dropping, but man, I thank God for that first whooping we got from BW. Ever since then, we be beating all the other teams. So, and it's some good teams out there, like Team Takeover. You need to reach out to them too. Hilltop Bull. It's some solid teams out there, but this league has prepared us for it. Like we didn't have to go through a lot of growing pain. So man, I ain't gonna lie to you, your league, it got some good talent in there, man. ISO Joe, the North Stars, it's some good names in there, man. And I do want to extend this invitation out to like Team Takeovers in Conway, the Hilltop Bulls, the Hogs. There's some good solid 4th grade teams around here, man, that I wish would take advantage of this.
Man, me too. And hopefully this podcast can help it.
Yeah.
Because I want those teams from Conway. I want these teams from Central Arkansas, the surrounding areas, because we done had teams from Monticello. We done had teams from Forest City. We done had a lot come down, and it's worth it. So I need the takeovers and the teams like that. Man, we need them to come on down here and get that smoke. And like you say, the beauty of it is, no matter what you're gonna get from this league, you're gonna get better.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't get better, it's either the coaching or the personnel. I say that.
That's a fact.
Yeah. You might need to rearrange some things. Yeah.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, a lot of things can get handled in this league before people step out on the road or just moving forward. It's a good opportunity for the parents to see where the kids at.
Facts.
I'm going to say this. Man, parents are the gift and the curse of amateur sports. You get good parents, well, you got something great. But you get parents that's tripping and all that extra stuff, man, they can make this way harder than it's got to be. You know what I'm saying? And so I think you see what type of parents you have is big.
I got you.
And also seeing how they react to things.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Nah, that make a lot of sense. You can get rid of some of your cancels early. Yeah.
But man, there you go, coach. Man, parents nowadays, you lose 1 or 2 games, they want to quit the team. Like, what the hell is
They'll jump in that transfer portal on you.
Man, the transfer portal on all of
Yeah. Facts.
So, yeah, you can get them cancers out the way early because parents is always what mess a team up. It ain't no player. It ain't no kid. It ain't the coach. It's the parents.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And so, getting them acclimated to what's about to happen, what's going on, and also a coach kind of preparing them for it. This league can offer all of that. And the league is really just a precursor to the summer, summer basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So I do one every season now. I used to do them twice a year, but I do one every season. And so this is going to be the summer one. So, yeah, man, coach, man, I'm glad you got me on here. Hey, I was just about to hop in your inbox, man, a couple of days ago, like, coach, I got to get on here. So you hit me up. And, man, I'm definitely flattered. Let me say that.
Yes, sir.
Two, I love what you're doing, from giving the kids the haircuts to coaching the kids to picking them up to, man, the podcast talking about this, because we got to talk about the positivity in sports and the negativity.
Facts. I appreciate that. So,
man, no doubt.
Man, my last question, man. I'm trying to eliminate everything that I can so people can't say they didn't know or they heard. The referees, are we dealing with the homeboys? Are we dealing with certified reps? And part 2 of the question is, what is the mindset or the rules you have for allowing certain teams to walk? Is it once every 2 walks in 2nd and 3rd grade? The leniency, like, tell me. I want you to break down the level of if these certified reps are homeboys with zebra shirts on, and the leniency when it comes to like the calling or the just the rule book at what age group.
Now that's a great question. Number one, all these refs are certified. They all coach except for me. When I ref, I mean, hey, I'm certified enough. I've been around it and I'm pretty fair, but I'm gonna say this: they all are high school and middle school refs. Most all of them ref high school. If not, you've seen them ref in a tournament or somewhere around there. It used to be more homeboys, but I got out of that about 5 years ago because I wanted to be legit, and I don't want nobody thinking I'm trying to save no money. So all of these refs are certified. Number 2, the only division that we make adjustments to is the 1st and 2nd grade division, and that's based off the talent. Like I had 2 divisions recently in my 4, 5, and 6-year-old league. The A division, man, they ain't had no rules because all of them kids could play. But what you have is a team that, man, 1st and 2nd grade, man, they double every other possession. So man, you blow the whistle,
You'll
every
be there all day.
you know what I'm saying? And so, unfortunately, a lot of the kids at that age, their skill set just not where it needs to be. And so, what we want is feel a good game. So we'll call a call every other call. So they double this time, we'll call it the next time. They travel this time, call it the next. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't like that, and neither do I. However, in running the league, man, if you blow the whistle every time, man, ain't nobody gonna have it.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
know what I'm saying? And the kids still ain't gonna learn nothing that way. So what I've learned over the years, I started both my boys when they were 4 years old and 5. And the skilled kids are never gonna look good the first couple of years because the skilled kids ain't doubling. They're
Mm-hmm.
doing everything right, as opposed to the athletic or the aggressive kids. Man, it's basket, it's football, it's
Yeah.
foot basketball. They're gonna pick that thing up, they're gonna run, and the most aggressive player gonna be your best player. And it's crazy because people wonder when they ate, what this kid been with it. Now this kid was good, they just wasn't that aggressive, and they got the skill set.
Yeah.
So what people don't understand, yeah, that man, your kid might not look that good the first year or two, but man, by the time they get 7, 8, it's all gonna even out.
Facts. That's true. Consistency. Yeah. Okay.
It's
Okay.
all gonna even out.
Well, now, man, I'm glad you cleared that up, man. So these guys won't have no excuses. I heard this, I heard that,
Boy,
and maybe you did
boy.
hear it, but you hearing it from the horse's mouth that whatever you did here, the corrections have been made, and this is the mindset and the rules for moving forward. So, man, listen, if you looking to get your teams the proper reps, and you looking for somewhere to get your kids better, man, this is most definitely the league. How many games in the season?
So we promise you 7. We normally do run the league for 6 weeks,
Mm,
and then we do the playoffs the 7th week on the Saturday and Sunday. So everybody gets at least 7 games. You promise. However, a lot of times you get 2 to 3 more games. Whether I give you 2 games because the team can't play in the weekend or something like that. So typically you promise at least 7. Most teams get at least 8 to 9.
okay. Man, you can't beat that for 200. And there is a multi-team discount, correct?
It's a multi-team discount, and then the 7 that's promised are not included. That's only one playoff game. So if you keep advancing, you definitely gonna get 9 to 10. And say I gave you extra ones, next thing you know, you done had 12 games, and it's $200. What's up, Chris? But it's fair. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that is fair, yeah. Because you
It's a
paying that for one
multi-team
tournament.
discount. I'm at least take 50 off for multiple teams. You know what I'm saying? At least. And
Okay.
depending on how well you know me, the deal can get better because one thing about it is the more teams, the merrier. But also, man, I want to run for the kids. And you know what I'm saying? It's about the money, but it's not. Again, I have people. Let me talk about the door admission went up. Well, I mean, I partner with the church, but I got to pay, the rental fee for the church. I got to pay a lady that works the door. You know what I'm saying? We got to pay other fees that's around there. And honestly, that was brought up by 3 of us. I really didn't want to up it, but I see why, and it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
However, a lot of people complain about it, but if you think about any other tournament league you're going to, man, where can you go and stay all day and get quality games?
Facts.
So that's one of the things that we offer. You don't got to leave after the game. If you pay, you can get you a wristband and come back. So you can get the most out of it. That's one thing we offer. It ain't no leave and you got to pay more, none of that.
And the food be fire.
We try to make it make sense. Hey,
Yeah.
come on now. We got to talk about the food.
Yeah, man, them hamburgers, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Miss Katrina don't be holding it down and her family, her daughter.
Hey, dog,
Man, that
hey, dog,
hamburger.
man, I cannot lie. This is not regular concession stand food.
Nah, this family reunion food. That's a fact, man. Nah, you ain't lying, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I know I eat about 2-3 hamburgers, at least 2 hamburgers a Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, I done gained some weight up there, man. I'm glutton in the church, man. I done let God down, you hear me? So now, man, I'm glad you came on the show, man. It was an honor and a pleasure having you, man. Yes, sir. My last question. With this being in the beginning of the beginning leg of AAU season, travel ball, whatever we're gonna call it, what accommodations can you make for teams who might be playing on Sundays in championship games where they can't control it, but all they know is if you
I'm sorry, go ahead and finish.
all they know is they might not know what time, because you know how the tournament go, but you can look at the brackets. But what do you do to help out people who might be playing on Sundays and trying to work around it?
I'm glad you said that, man. I fully accommodate teams. If they let me know on the front end, I can work around. I can make that game early or late. If they let me know by Monday or Tuesday, I'm gonna automatically let them know. Then second of all, if they tell me something like that, what time it'll be, I'm just gonna make sure the game is after that. So no matter what, they can still make their game and still make mine. And then if they can't make it at all, I might do something like double them up the next weekend.
Yeah.
To get out of the game.
Okay. So, yeah. Cause I know that's gonna be hard, man, when everybody playing on a Sunday. You know, everybody gonna be asking you, hey man, I can't play. And so what's that, a first come, first serve or
before Tuesday night, I see that by Wednesday. And a lot of times I can still change it. You know what I'm saying? The earlier they let me know, I'm going to accommodate them. So if they find out on Wednesday or Thursday, you know what I'm saying? Then we're going to still make some accommodations.
My God.
I want it to work for both parties. And what I don't want is nobody spending their money and not getting their games that they pay for. So I'm going to make it work no matter what.
Now, just remember, everybody plays on Sunday, too. So the man can't accommodate everybody, man. But, hey, you heard it first from the man himself, Josh Hayes, man. Hey, get in quick as you can so you can make sure that your team locked in, man. You do not want to miss this, man. This is going to be a great opportunity for your teams, man. So, hey, this your boy, Koach E, man. Holla